If you are as much of a mess as I am in the morning, then this is some mini morning encouragement. WUWAH. Hello, my name is David. This is Nala. This is WUWAH. I can't say my surname or the name of the show within the first minute because the algorithm is like that lady at the back of church who is like, which is, I'm sure, a reference you all understand. So whilst I can't say my own name or the name of the show, I will just give you some encouragement. I hope you're up and out of bed. I hope you put on some clothes you actually like to wear. I hope you've remembered that Saturn has more rings than Sonic the Hedgehog. I hope you've understood that today's efforts will be rewarded, just not immediately. Sometimes, some of them. I hope you've stuck your tongue out at yourself in the mirror. Just a bit of fun. Why not have a bit of fun? Yeah, my name is David Hoare, and welcome to Waking Up with a Hoare.
Waking up with a Hoare. Waking up with a Hoare. Waking up with a Hoare.
How my morning's gone. I woke up with a dry throat for the second day in a row, and with no water. Well, I had a glass, but with very little water next to my bed. I think I'm gonna have to start taking 2 glasses of water to bed, but that does increase the likelihood that I will wet myself in bed, which is not my main aim in life. And then I opened my phone and read something that I found very annoying and was a bit like defeatist about it. And then 20 minutes later, I got an email booking me for something that I really wanted that I can't tell you about for a while. And so now I'm all giddy and fizzy, and I can't concentrate on what I need to do today because I'm just like, I just want to do all the other things because I'm giddy and fizzy and excited. So I rang my mum because I can tell her. But yeah, and she was excited for me. And I also had Cheerios and tea and meds. I need some different cereal. I'm bored of Cheerios now, but that's fine. And I did actually do some stretching, although the current... let me just sort out this angle. My current posture is horrific for the back of my back. The back of my back? I don't know what I'm on about. Ugh. What I intend to do today. Today I intend to take my dog Nala for a walk. That was why my camera angle was low, so you could see Nala better. If you're just listening to the audio version, you're just going to think I'm as mad as I usually am. But my dog is just in frame, asleep on the sofa behind me, and it's adorable. So you should be watching the YouTube version for that, if anything. I am going to take her for a walk. Chops Comedy is on today, and I need to do some admin. And I need to do all of that without getting overexcited about other stuff. But yeah, I Chops Comedy. We've got Andy Askins headlining. We've got Harriet Dyer on. We've got a bunch of other great acts. It's going to be great. I mean, when you're listening to this, it would have been yesterday. But yeah, I'm excited. Chops Comedy every Tuesday in Bristol. We have an amazing secret headliner and the best local acts. Every Tuesday at Bar 57 in Bedminster. Previous acts include Mike Wozniak, Fern Brady, Nish Kumar, Harriet Kemsley, Rosie Jones, Jade Adams, Sally Ray B, Ed Campbell, Spencer Jones, Chloe Radcliffe, Tom Rosenthal, Scott Bennett, Finn Taylor, and Helen Bauer. The first 20 tickets are only £4, and the rest are only £7. It's an absolute bargain. Tickets via Head First. Come to Chops Comedy every Tuesday at Bar 57 in Bedminster. How did yesterday go? Yesterday, I announced my special release on social media and got lots of nice comments and likes and responses and messages about it. And that's really exciting. If you don't know, I'm releasing my stand-up comedy special, my first YouTube special, on Sunday, the 14th of December. This Sunday, if you're listening to this as it comes out. It's called 1000% Musical Comedy. I recorded it at Bar 57 in May. And yeah, just really excited to get it out, and just feels like a bit of a step up, which is really, really nice. The fine people at Wilby Films filmed it, and they're just friends I've had for years, but man, actually properly working with them together, delightful, absolutely delightful. They were so good at it. I also made some reels for promotion for that. I had on in the background, firstly, Cactus Nax, the Twitch streamer who's a dear friend and a wonderful human being. And then Evie Sweetly, who you might have seen on TikTok, who draws Pokemon from memory and goes in being like, I know exactly what they look like, and then does it wrong and then has a full meltdown. It's really funny. Although yesterday somebody mentioned Tom Bombadil, and then that's all they mentioned. They talked about Tom Bombadil for like 3 or 4 hours. At one point I was like, I need to go away and be productive. Came back like 2 hours later, they were still streaming and they were still talking about Tom Bombadil, and it was pretty great. And then I didn't have a gig in the evening, so me and my girlfriend watched some episodes of season 3 of Star Trek The Next Generation. Yes! It was great. And it really validated the conversation I had with John Robertson in the most recent episode of Waking Up with a Hoare, guest episode, which I released on Monday with John Robertson about Star Trek The Next Generation, because what a great show. My question for you today is, how do you deal with exciting news that you can't tell anyone? Because I got some exciting news and I can't tell anyone yet, but that's exciting. If you haven't already been to Chops Comedy, there's only 2 left the rest of the year. No, 1, I guess, by the time this is released. I nearly said the headliner again. It's very exciting. It's every Tuesday at Bar 57, except for the bit over Christmas. So last one's December 16th. First one back is January 13th. The headliner on January 13th, also excellent. You get tickets via Head First. The first 20 tickets are only £4 and the rest only £7. It is a bargain. I hope you watch my special on Sunday the 14th of December at 5 p.m. Please just share this podcast with anyone you think might enjoy it and get some use out of it. I got a lovely comment yesterday from someone just being like, oh, this is exactly what I want out of a podcast. And I'm like, hooray. Today I hope you have 3 meals. I hope you do air guitar solos. You know, like Bill and Ted, but just do it. It's great. Makes you feel great. Send a text to your friend about Sonic the Hedgehog. I don't know what the rest of it will be about, but yeah, back yourself, because you know you actually do know what you want and like and need, but you can second guess yourself constantly, especially if you then go compare yourself online. And you don't need to do that. Just back yourself, because you're good at stuff, and do some washing up, because it'll be needed to be done. My name is David Hoare, and thank you for waking up with a Hoare.
Try and have an adequate day. Meet your basic needs and we'll be a dick.